muckers, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're having the best day ever. I really appreciate you clicking on this video and spending even a little portion of your day with me. I really appreciate it. Okay, I'm super excited to sit down and talk to you about what we're going to talk about today. So, we are going to be talking about Trishy Fishy, Trishy Dicky, Trish Like Fish, whatever. Trishy Fishy is who we are going to be discussing today. And if you're watching this on the 10th, or you're watching this on the 11th, not really if you're watching it any day previous or after that, but if you're watching it within the next 2 days, Trisha is literally getting married tomorrow at the time of me filming this. Trisha and Moses are getting married in a matter of hours. What a scary thought that is. So Trisha is Trisha Paytas for only a few more hours. This is unrelated to the video, but please take that in. Please. Is that not incredibly alarming to anyone? Anyway, good for you guys. Congratulations. Anyway, we are going to be talking about Trisha getting called out by a fan, maybe not a fan. It's been this full mess on Twitter. Basically, Trisha's getting accused of trying to take down another content creator who made a video of her, and a lot of people were talking about it. Reddit was talking about it. I saw a lot of people on Twitter talking about it. YouTube comment sections during Trisha's live stream, people were asking her to address this, her to say if it was true, if it was false, all this mess. And Trisha has now came out and is completely coming after the person who said this, calling it fake, calling it photoshopped, and just completely trashing their story. I want to provide you with what has happened. I want to give you my opinion. It is incredibly messy, and a lot of people, including, I think, yes, the person who Trisha's coming after, reached out to me to talk about this. And it's basically that Trisha DM'd them saying that she'll sue them or something because they made a video. And listen, I'm pretty sure the person is a subscriber of the channel and has shown me support before, so I don't want to trash on them. But all I'm gonna say is, you'll hear my opinion later, but the reason I didn't talk about this story was because I didn't believe it from the get-go. I've made a lot of videos on Trisha Paytas. A lot of my friends have made a lot of videos on Trisha Paytas. Trisha Paytas does not try to get someone to take a video down that they've made on them, unless you're exposing everything about her. Exposing everything. But in terms of day-to-day videos that people make about Trisha, maybe drama ones, even ones borderline on exposing behavior, Trisha Paytas will never take them down because Trisha Paytas' career is built off of people talking about her. So whenever I'm getting shown a bunch of text messages that Trisha has DM'd a fan who made a video saying that she wants the video taken down and she wants to sue them, I particularly immediately was like, oh, this isn't true. The reason for that being, Trisha is on the lead up to her wedding. Trisha wants as many people watching the wedding video as possible, come on. So Trisha is not going to try get people to stop talking about her. So that's the reason I didn't talk about this. But now we have Trisha literally coming out and debunking this and coming for the person. So we're going to talk about it and get to absolutely everything. So the person is called Dylan, and they tweeted, just gonna leave this here, I'll never ever forgive Trisha Paytas. And it is a screenshot of a conversation from Trisha Paytas, so let me show you it here before I actually read it out. So there we can see that Trisha had allegedly DM'd them, and I'm going to read it out for you now. So it says, Trisha said, take down that video you made of me now, or I shall be contacting my lawyers. You don't want to mess with me. Yes, something Trisha Paytas would definitely say. But before I get into it, again, I don't want to be mean to this person, but all I'm going to say is if you use Instagram, this is not how someone's icon looks like when they DM you. Like, it's obviously a photo that's been put there. And also, by God, would Trisha Paytas ever say, take that video down or I shall be contacting my lawyers. Trisha Paytas doesn't even have lawyers. You don't want to mess with me. I don't think I've ever heard Trisha Paytas talk like a country cowboy in an American movie from the 1950s. But that was what was being put out there. And a lot of people immediately when this came out, because there's obviously, you know, very negative attention about Trisha right now and negative opinions, a lot of people jumped on this as something else to talk about with Trisha and kind of investigate further on why would Trisha want to take down this creator or whatever. Again, my opinions on it are pretty consistent, and it's interesting now that Trisha has addressed this and called out this person. Even people who don't like Trisha are now coming for this person and being like, why would you lie about this when there's so much out there about Trisha that you could like already criticize her for? But I guess it was, you know, Trisha had DM'd me, you know, attention on this person. I get it, right? But Trisha did a series of tweets. The first one being, also, Trisha does not address things. So the fact that Trisha addressed this just solidifies more to me that this was never a thing that happened. Trisha said, please show a video clicking through my profile. I get you don't like me, and that's fine, but to make this up is really not cool. I never DM anyone on Instagram, but much less like this. I know you want my attention to keep making content on me, but this kind of stuff is bad energy to put out there. You know, again, with this bad energy shit Trisha's on like a high with right now, I can't take any of that seriously. I take it seriously whenever everyone else does it, but whenever Trisha's doing it and she's openly acknowledging that she just wants another niche to kind of abuse for content, I'm not really listening. So I'm gonna ignore that last sentence, but in terms of everything, Trisha being like, show a video clicking through my profile, yes. If you don't know what that means, it would be this person showing the DM on a screen recording, then clicking on Trisha's profile, and it would pop up Trisha, and then they can go back and show it. Obviously, if it's a Photoshop screenshot, that will not happen, which is what this person didn't provide. But Trisha's like, the easiest way for you to prove that this is correct, so again, the person who's being accused, being like, come on, let's prove that it's real, is to click on her profile, and then her page will pop up, and obviously that person didn't do this. And again, a lot of the comments is people just like siding with Trisha and being like, okay, I don't even like Trisha, but this is dumb as fuck. But then Trisha goes on and says, how are you haters DMs that you posted full... by the way, this isn't just me reading it out badly, it's written awfully. How are your hater DMs that you posted full message blocks with completed line? I took as much from that as what you did, but my message box lines are still broken. So then Trisha did 2 screenshots, this being the first one. So basically just proving that if someone DMs you on Instagram, this is not how it looks whatsoever, right? So again, Trisha proving in her opinion that this didn't happen. I don't even feel like I need to do an opinion because I think this is so obvious. So anyway, someone tweeted and said, they fake DMs of us Trisha stans too. It's super sad and pathetic. We love you so much, Trisha, and we always will. So, a little Trishy fishy. Then Trisha responds and says, that's honestly kind of the lowest. I accept people disliking me. It's part of my job, and people trying to profit off of people is another part of it. But when people go to such lengths to lie to ruin someone, it's really heartbreaking. First of all, I'm just gonna say the hypocrisy from Trisha with that statement is off the charts. It's off the rails, little H3 reference. Come on. But I completely understand where she's coming from in this. And then she tweets, I normally would ignore this kind of stuff. And in theory, we all should. Only whenever it's negative in Trisha's favor, right? But whenever it's about David, James, Charlie, Dixie, Jeffrey, Ryland, all these, Trisha will be talking. And in theory, we all should. It's these kind of things that escalate and have been escalating. If I don't say anything, there comes a point when enough is enough. I can't stop people from gossiping about me, but an obvious lie needs to be stopped. Alright, here's my thing as well. I think that tweet kind of just solidifies what I was saying about Trisha initially. Trisha Paytas is someone with very limited talent who relies on people talking about her to get clicks. And more so than ever, Trisha Paytas is getting married this weekend and has said that she is going to be uploading many videos from the wedding, including the actual wedding. So why would Trisha Paytas, whenever she doesn't in normal time, for the wedding weekend, when she's trying to show everyone it's this fairy tale and everyone was wrong about her and Moses and they're gonna live happily ever after they had this special day, why would Trisha try to get less attention on herself during this time, especially when dislikes are now disabled from YouTube, whenever it will just look like a lot of views on a video and some likes, there won't be any dislikes. I just think it's so unreasonable to imagine that Trisha would ever try to get less attention during this current climate. But that's just me, and I want to know your opinion. So then Trisha tweets on and says, and the vicious cycle of it, if you address something, it gives them more content, which is why I let things be. I'm just so over all of these Photoshop DMs and tweets. It's really annoying. You know, Trisha doesn't like when you make up screenshots, she doesn't like when you make up fake DMs, but Trisha likes when you make up fake stories against your teachers. Isn't that right, fishy fishy? So then someone tweeted and said, I was in a support Discord that turned out to be people from Reddit trying to dox Trisha fans, so release their private information. It's really disgusting. So then Trisha responds and says, this makes me so sad to hear. It's like, can't they leave other people who are anonymous alone? Now here's my thing. We have this page called, ironically, Trishy Fishy, which has 9 followers, right? So it has 9 followers and only tweets in support of Trisha. Now I'm not insinuating that this is Trisha, but it's interesting that a really small fan page that was created in November of 2021, last month, a few weeks ago, when Trisha was getting called out the most, which has been showing her overwhelming support, it's interesting that an account like this would say that all of Trisha fans are being doxxed or being harassed or getting fake Photoshop messages from them, which really does not make sense to me, because why would someone who's gonna Photoshop go out of their way to try set up a Trisha Paytas fan who has 9 followers on Twitter? Because who's gonna be listening to that story? That's currently where I'm at. It's interesting to me that whenever they do come out with these kind of stories, like these fan pages with 8 followers, that there's never any proof provided. Now again, if they're a fan of Trisha Paytas, they've grew up with the notion of telling stories without ever showing proof. Let's be real. But it's interesting, if you're having all this done to you just because you're a Trisha Paytas fan, wouldn't you be showing screenshots? Wouldn't you be showing names back again? Because that would make more sense and make people feel more sympathetic towards you because they're seeing it actually happen, rather than you be like, I'm in a support Discord that turned out to be people just trying to dox me and other Trisha fans. It's so disgusting. Like, baby girl, show us it. Show us it. You don't have to, like, show us their information, but, like, show us that this is happening to you, because, again, you're following in the footsteps of your idol who likes to tell stories without any substance. But who am I to speak, ironically? So then Trisha goes on to tweet after someone said, supporting you has been, so a Trisha fan, supporting you has been difficult in the past, but now I'm totally numb to what anyone has to say to me. I kind of love it. Again, these are Trisha Paytas fans, so they're learning from Trisha, so of course they're saying statements like, I'm totally numb to people hating me and I kind of love it. These people are crazy. I feel immune and invincible. Learning from Auntie Trish. Love you. Hope you had a great day. Then Trisha responds, thank you. This means a lot, but it literally hurts my heart to hear this harassment goes on. Ironic coming from Trisha, honestly, I'm just gonna put it there. We shouldn't have to be immune, but I'm glad we are strong. What in the 2013 fucking Just Girly Things post is that? We shouldn't have to be immune, but I'm glad we're strong. Some white girl has that tattooed on her. We don't have to be immune, but at least we're strong. Trisha, what year are we in? Or who are you speaking to that you're talking to them like literal children? And then the top comments under Trisha's tweets with more likes than hers says, and what about all the harassment that you've done? So then someone says, I love you, Trisha, from the UK, you're strong. And then Trisha says, I love you right back, I appreciate it. And then Trisha goes on a bunch of tweets, which is specifically interesting to me that Trisha's doing this now, because Trisha has only used her Twitter in the last couple months for this kind of thing here, which is basically just like links of YouTube videos. So whenever you see this from Trisha or any content creator, they're not actually tweeting it. They basically just upload a YouTube video and then they click a link that when their YouTube video... Oh shit, it's the remix! Oh my god, what is happening down there? This is the fucking remix, y'all! Wow. Okay, anyway. Hope everyone's okay. Fuck me. So anyway, wow, I have no idea what I was talking about. Do you remember what I was talking about? No, my mother doesn't remember what I was talking about either.
What in the 21st century is that, you said?
Uh-huh. Hold on. This is... Okay, it's gone. Yeah, okay. Don't know what I was talking about. Something about girly quotes, cringy, something. Oh, I do. Wow. Just had to look. So, whenever a YouTuber uploads a YouTube video, they can do a setting that literally just sets the video to tweet out the link. So that's what Trisha has been using her Twitter for. So it basically means that Trisha's not actively tweeting, so isn't getting active criticism, because no one really engages with tweets that are like automated robots. But Trisha, in the lead up to the wedding, so the lead up to tomorrow, I literally can't believe they're getting married tomorrow, but does anyone think they're gonna like... Okay, I mean this with love. I don't think this is gonna happen. I mean this with love. The wedding's happening tomorrow. I think they're gonna get married and I think they're gonna have a fabulous time. Does anyone else... Hold on. Does anyone else think, like, Trisha might pull a Rachel from Friends? I don't think that's what's gonna happen. But it might be an interesting theory. Something to think about. And if it happens, you heard it here first. That would be the YouTube comeback of the century. Trisha Paytas, I left Moses at the altar. Listen, I wish them a happy marriage. Anyways, so the run up to the wedding, like I previously met. Oh, by the way, so kind of summing up the Trisha attacking the person who was lying about her. Do I believe the person faked the screenshots? Yes. Do I believe the person actually has talked to Trisha before? No. Wait, yeah. Wait, no. Hold on. I don't believe the person and Trisha have ever talked before. I think the person was just looking for the Reddit and all the fan pages that hate Trisha to talk about it, give them attention, and they would make more videos about Trisha. I don't think they anticipated Trisha would respond to them. Again, all love to this person because they have reached out that they watch my videos before, so all love to you. But I didn't believe it from the get-go. As far as Trisha addressing it, I think Trisha has every right to address it. I think if people are faking screenshots about conversations you've had with them, especially if they're faking that you're gonna sue them, they could literally sue you because you're saying that they're gonna sue them. Like, it's so, like, why would you do it? Anyway, so for the run-up to the wedding, like I was previously talking about, you're welcome for that quick rundown. Trisha has been trying to get the audience so desperately on her side and to be as nice and wholesome as possible online recently. For example, Trisha has been tweeting out these kind of things every single day and never has really in the past. If anyone hasn't told you this today, I believe in you. Don't give up. I love you all. Like all of these tweets that are like so wishy-washy, like you're the greatest and all this. And this is like Trisha trying to like so desperately like claw all the people who subscribe to Trisha because of Trisha being open about mental health struggles and like this. Trisha so desperately trying to like claw for those people back again so that they'll have like sympathy and support or want to watch the wedding. Because again, regardless of how Trisha feels about the actual wedding day, Trisha is going to want tomorrow, and whenever it's posted, are they gonna live stream the wedding? I wouldn't put it past them on like fucking Twitch or something, or Trishyland, like fucking the Reddit page, like which is an interesting Reddit by the way. They have like such insane posts in there and those people are on it. They're fabulous. Are they gonna live stream? Anyway, so Trisha is gonna want as many people to think that tomorrow is the most magical day in fucking history, literally in history. And while I think that Trisha is gonna have probably a great day and stuff like that, it's gonna be heightened so much on social media because it's gonna be like a you to anyone who's ever doubted their relationship and like, look, we made it. And I think that from the get-go they were going to always go through with it because there were so many people doubting them, there's so many issues within the family, and it was always going to go through. So I want to know your opinion on all of this. I want to know it all. So let me know below. I really appreciate your time and I appreciate you watching this video. I hope you all have a great day and thank you so much again for choosing to spend a little portion of it with me. Let me know your thoughts below and I'll see you in my next one. My mucker. Bye. Mwah.